Everyone is journaling. And everyone has been journaling for quite a while. But what is that all about? I have no idea how to do it. And I thought maybe if I try with stickers, it will be easier. But no, I just had a bunch of stickers and I felt like I was wasting them if I was just putting them on pages randomly without a coherent narrative because I need to overthink everything. So, take a deep breath with me and let's try this thing properly. I told myself, I am going to manifest and write something nice. If you are like me, a very pessimistic person, and everything is always doom and gloom for you, maybe this can bring you some joy. And I thought, okay, what could bring me joy? And I knew food, because I want to die, but I also want to eat tteokbokki. If you know, you know. And I thought maybe a fantasy grocery list would be amazing to write. And now think about what you would like to have for dinner today. What would you put in your cart if you had unlimited money or unlimited access to your favorite food or unlimited time to cook it? I sure would have like a fresh baguette, like one of those that have very, very crunchy crust and it's soft on the inside and it has those amazing kind of like holes that your spread is kind of like filtering through. My mouth is watering just saying this. And if I imagine myself eating all of those adorable foods that make me very happy, but then make me think, well, maybe I will get fat because I sit down to work a lot and I don't work out enough and I will gain weight and then I won't fit into my jeans anymore. And if I won't fit into my jeans, I will have to buy other jeans and that will be expensive. So actually, the best thing is to write the dream grocery list that stays a dream so I won't get fat and I won't have to spend money on food and on new clothes. Now, I think I need to breathe again. I wonder why all my thoughts feel like nice at first and then something changes and I start thinking about other things, like from my favorite foods to not fitting into my jeans anymore and becoming poor to upgrade my wardrobe. Although I am, like, on many accounts, skinny. And I also wonder when I think about that, I also think, well, there are people who have who have it worse than me, who have clinical depression, people who would like to take Ozempic but they don't have the means, people who would like to work out but they are overworked. And there are people who just don't have the money, not just buy their favorite foods, but they don't have the money to get the journal on which to write the dreamy grocery list. And maybe if they dream of a grocery list, they would feel even worse. Because, you know, when you don't have something that you really desire or that you need, and you need it not because you're selfish, not because you're spoiled, not because you're expensive, you need it to survive and you can't get it, that is awful. And it's so sad that it happens. Not just that it happens to some people, but that it happens to most people in the world. And we are just here stuck watching our phones and witnessing others' misery whilst unable to directly impact on them. And I feel bad. and I feel stuck and I feel powerless if I think about this. And at the same time, sometimes, I scroll through social media and I see someone in need and I send those $5 donation and I think, okay, well, I don't drink coffee. That is perfect. Yes, but that is still just $5 for that person. And what differentiates that person or that animal from all the others that are as deserving, if not more, of the same attention and the same amount of money and time and privilege? Am I the only one who thinks this? And these thoughts and witnessing all this misery online in the world makes us feel isolated and powerless. And I think it is by design. Think about it. You care about animals, and the algorithm feeds you an endless stream of cute animals, and then, right next to the cutest kitten you have seen, you see the most abused animal of your life, and you bawl your eyes out. And then, if you care about human rights, you will see the atrocities that are being committed everywhere in the world every day against innocent people. And it feels like there is nothing else but this endless suffering, and you are just an impotent spectator. But if you put your phone away, those people become invisible. I wanted to film a nice video, like something positive. But hey, journal and you'll feel better, your mental health will be great. I'm sorry, I don't think our mental health can be much better and can be fixed by journaling when we are living in this hellscape and we can't afford the basic necessities. Maybe we are just reacting to an environment that is more and more unlivable and unsustainable for us. Maybe our mind just cannot cope with the state of things. And our depression and our despair is a normal and understandable reaction. This doesn't really mean that we can't do anything. But if you feel like me, maybe write a comment and we can give each other advice on how to navigate not just these feelings, but actual things and tips on how to feel less powerless. What is something that you do to help people? What is an action that made you feel like you had an impact, that you can make it better for others, if not for the world? Because I don't think that I can save the world by myself. But maybe through the power of friendship, we can do something good. Thank you for being here.